Hello, it's Ali Miller from Successful Candidates, and today I wanted to talk about what the COVID-19 outbreak means for your job search, whether or not you started your job search before COVID-19 was an outbreak, or whether as a result of COVID-19 you've now lost your job and you need to be looking for a new role. Essentially, I would encourage you to use some of the lull time, let's say. Things are still moving in the job market, but maybe a little bit slower in some industries and very much faster in others, actually. To give yourself that time to think about your next career goal, to think about your narrative in relation to that, where you've been, where you are now, where you want to go in relation to that new role that you want to get, and to then brainstorm those examples of things that you've delivered previously that would be relevant to that role, and then doing your CV, updating LinkedIn, and getting clued up on what you need to do on LinkedIn to show that you to show up in the recruiter searches and to show up and be visible to your network. So there's some of the things you can be doing kind of in as you are taking time to recover if you've just lost your job, or getting ready to enter the job market. There's two things that I also wanted to say. Wow, God bless. One is that there are fewer applications being made via job boards at the moment based on this time last year. So onrec.com published an article recently that highlighted some data shared by WhereTrackR, which is like a technology for recruiters that enables them to post to multiple job boards at once. And they have seen a 19% dip in applications in this January versus last January, and a 47% dip in applications this February versus last February. So that's really useful information as a job applicant, knowing that actually that's great. You've got more people who are feeling safe and secure are basically staying in their roles. So those other candidates that could be on the market are not necessarily right now. So that's good news for you. The other thing I want to say is that there are jobs being advertised. There absolutely are, even within the last few hours. So I just wanted to give you a couple of places that you can look. And I'm going to focus on remote roles because, of course, most of us will need to be working remotely. But I also thought it might be useful to pick something like that, which is quite kind of, relatively different, perhaps. So let's just show you. So this is a website called timewise.jobs.co.uk, and 100% recommend looking at here. There's some great roles advertised, not just customer service representatives picking up the phone. Yes, that can be a great job for somebody who wants part-time flexible working. If you're a carer, you're a parent, you haven't got the headspace necessarily, you want to do something else. But also they've got some senior roles. This is director role. We've got a digital content editor. This is all GSK. Within a day, they seem to be going bonkers. Not surprised, because they've got, obviously, I'm sure, a lot going on with trying to find a cure. But you've also got Diageo. You've got Grant Thornton, HM Revenue and Customs. So, like a big variety. So wanted to highlight that. I also wanted to highlight, if you can look up on Google and you can do a search for remote jobs, and again, some really interesting roles are coming up that are both, less stressy, jobs versus high-level careers. Both are being advertised. And also you can go to LinkedIn and search for remote jobs there. If you go to the jobs section, and then you can put, or here I'll just do it because I've obviously searched it recently myself. Been a bit slow today, probably loads of people on it, but you can just about see in the background some remote jobs coming up there. The other thing just to mention is, of course, there's loads of industries that are like ramping up their hiring, and especially supermarkets. And a lot of that is the operational roles, you know, people who are going to man the tills, stack the shelves, but also those people need support from other functions and management and all those kinds of things. So there are other industries also. If you're a nurse, of course, this is an interesting article by the Metro. Customer service jobs absolutely, you know, up there. Nursing, transport, warehouse assistants, admin. There's just so many things that are out there that we don't have to kind of think, oh, this is a disaster. It just isn't. I mean, yes, of course, COVID-19 is a disaster, a pandemic, and a you know, something that you know, we really we need to protect ourselves from, and it is a disaster, but the job market isn't necessarily. So I would just really encourage you to take the time to prepare and then enter the job market strong, knowing that there are jobs available. On that note, I'm going to wish you stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, stay indoors, and I will speak to you soon. Take care.